The reason why you and many other people have tight hips isn't because you're not flexible, it's because often the strength and stability is also a problem too, which unfortunately the majority of people don't know. But today in this class, we're going to give you the best dynamic mobility exercises. Hi everyone, I'm Celeste.
And I'm Hannah.
And if you want to get rid of your tight hips the right way, without just stretching endlessly and not getting any results, then this is the place to be, because at the end of the video, not only are you going to feel strong and mobile, but also really stable and connected. Make sure to do this video about 3 times a week for 3 weeks, and I guarantee you're going to start to feel a transformation. You ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is practice what we call full range of motion in all fours. So this is just to kind of get you set up for exactly what it is you want to do. Imagine you have a teacup resting on your back and you don't want that to move. But the maximum amount of range, bring the right knee right into your chest. Almost imagine someone's finger hovering a millimeter above it and you're trying to touch it. Yeah, nice. Now, open that right hip out to the side. Again, you don't want your teacup to spill, but you want to lift as high as you can, dog having a wee against a tree shape, and then keep rotating the knee behind you until the leg is behind you, again, as high as you can with that back leg. Come on, booty. Very nice, hand. Let's place the knee down on the ground. Repeat that on the other side. Keeping your teacup still, knee to chest. Wait 1 second, pause at the center and really lift it as high as you can. Take it in the maximum range possible to the side and pause. Close the heel closer towards the hamstring. Rotate the leg behind you and then find the biggest hip extension you can without letting your lower back arch. And place that knee down on the ground. Okay, now that you know what you're aiming for, do you want to try this in standing? Hop up onto your feet, standing on the left foot. Bring the right knee as high as you can to your chest. Posture is going to stay the same. Standing leg is solid. How much higher can you bring that knee up? Open the leg out to the side. Excellent. Imagine again a finger hovering a centimeter out to the side. Wow, you've got it. Now rotate the foot high and the knee forward and keep rotating the leg behind you, closing the gap between the calf and the hamstring. Very good. Knee to chest. And then stand on that foot. Well done. How was that?
Really good.
Let's shake it to the other side.
Shall I stand like this as
Yeah,
well?
go for it, Han. That's brilliant. Knee to chest, hold. So with each part of the circle, you pause for a second. You take it up a millimeter higher. Open the leg out to the side. Pause. You'll feel your base leg is working just as hard. Now stay here and rotate the knee forward and the foot back. Awesome. And then keep rotating it to the back, closing the gap between the heel and the butt, and then bring the knee into the chest to stand on the foot. Good, and then shake it out. We've only done 1 rep each side in 2 positions. Feel free, go crazy, do 5 reps each side. It's such a golden exercise, this. I want you to take really wide legs now. Now that your hips are a little bit warmer, we're gonna go into Cossack squats, Skandasana for our yogis in the house. You're going to bend your left leg, and as you come down, reach the arms in a position that's comfortable, and then switch it over to the other side. Brilliant. Come back into the center. Feel your upper back against my hand. So we're trying to get really tall. Don't worry about how low your legs go, but keep your back really high. Don't lose my hand, don't lose my hand. That's it. And then come up. Excellent. You'll maybe have a little less range in the hips, but it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge for them too. Go on, Hannah. Working on keeping the upper back as tall as possible, and you can also help that action by keeping the eyes lifted. Super tempting to look down.
It is.
It is. And then last one. Okay. Once your legs are straight, you're going to want to do a big old shimmy out. All right, let's shimmy back up into the center. Nice work. And then just give it a big old shake out because that was a lot hard. All right, next thing we're going to do is getting strong in our hip flexors. So we're going to start lifting the left leg up high to the chest. Similar to when we did our mobility drill, you always want to go a little bit higher than you think you can. You got
fall
this.
over.
And then change to the other side. Good. And then when you change over this time, see if you can get your opposite elbow to touch your opposite knee. Awesome. And then go into the other side. And okay, doesn't matter if they don't perfectly touch, but it is a nice thing to aim for something. Rightio. Right, now on the last one hand, don't worry about the elbow tapping, but bring the knee up and hold. Now, if you want to stay here, perfect. If you want to spice things up, see if you can straighten the leg, growing even taller than that. Awesome. 3 more. And 1, relax. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. Bring the knee up again. Remember, this is perfect. Little extra spiciness. Straighten out through the leg. Good. It's tempting to lean back to compensate for that leg. Rather bring the leg down and the chest tall. Okay, and that's awesome. I should have said earlier, but next we're going to do Bulgarian split squats. So you're going to need a little chair for that. Get one now. Once you've got your chair, make sure it's positioned against a wall so that it doesn't slip. And then let's take our right foot onto the support behind us. And you might want to then decide how far your left foot is. Maybe do a little hop forward or back. Ideally, you're going to go straight down and up. Yeah, exactly. You want to feel really supported and connected in your legs. Let's go for 10 reps, Hannah. Oh, very good. And balance is, of course, another factor here. You're going as low as you can. And then you're thinking of squeezing all the way up. You're looking good. Some people will go all the way down, their knee might touch. Others go just to where they feel, you know what, that's my maximum. As long as you're in control, I'm happy. Almost there. These with added weights in your hands are another way to level it up. Wow, so good. Let's change it to the other leg now. You've got this. Okay, 10 repetitions. If you have got the time, pause the video, repeat the 10 repetitions on each leg another twice more. Good, squeezy booty up. Nice.
This is fiery.
This is very fiery. You've nailed it. Almost there. Oh, so good. If you need to do a little victory dance, then be my guest. We are almost done. We have got 2 more exercises left. The next one, we're actually going to go down onto our backs to perform glute bridges. So let's start with 10 regular glute bridges. Knees are bent, feet are flat. Hands can be beside you. And you're just going to think of keeping a connected line from your shoulders all the way through your hips to your knees. I like to imagine a big heavy weight is on my pelvis and you're squeezing to lift against that mass.
You can even put a weight on your pelvis, right?
If you have some weights, put it on your pelvis. What a great suggestion. Good. And I like to, for inspiration, when I get to the top, have a little feel of my buttsicles. Are they firing?
They are.
What number are you on now, Han?
7.
7. We've got 3 left. Awesome. Now on the last one, you're going to up and you're going to hold it and you're going to start doing little pulses. This is to teach your brain that there is that extra little bit of hip extension. So you want to squeeze your glutes until you get to the very uppermost part of your glute bridge without letting your ribs flare. There's still the line from shoulders to knees. And then you're squeezing into that pulse to go that 1 millimeter higher. That additional squeeze, little extra booty control. Now stay high with no pulse. Wiggle your feet in until the inner feet are touching. Bend the right knee towards your chest. If you want to, you can straighten the leg all the way up. We're going to go down and up for 5 repetitions. Key thing to keep note of, are your hips level or does one hip drop a little lower than the other? Looking good, Han. When you've done your 5th repetition, you're going to stay up. Ooh, 5 pulses. 1, 2, that extra bit of hip extension in that one leg. Awesome. Let's change over to the other side. Now we've got our big motion coming back. Even though it's a bigger motion, you still want to triple check that extra little squeeze is happening at the top. We amplify that squeeze with the little pulses. In the corner of your eye, check your pelvis is level. Oh my goodness, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze, rock it out side to side. Very, very well done. Our final exercise to finish today is 90-90. This is, of course, a great strengthener if we start to lift limbs up, and I'll show you what I mean. So make sure that each of the limbs is in 90 degrees. So The heel wants to be in line with the knee, and then your back knee wants to go straight out to the side in line with your hip. And again, get your protractor out and check that your knee's at a 90 degree. If we wanted to amplify this and make it more fiery, holding the position with shoulders facing forward, we could work on hovering this leg an inch off the ground, but
I can't do without leaning.
it's fine, it's fine. I was just gonna say, you've worked hard enough. Let's chill out for a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're gonna switch sides. So Hannah, first things first, place your hands behind your back. That's it. And keeping your hips connected to the ground, rotate to the other side. That's it, nice. That's it, and you can adjust a little bit and then just keep flick-flacking between the two. And Hannah's decided to lift her arms up, which is fantastic. You guys can obviously make it a bit more challenging by doing that. One thing I will say though, everybody does this. When they're going side to side, it's normal, you tuck your tailbone to get into that position. Exactly. Do you feel how it's a lot different maintaining a neutral spine?
And you're not moving as far forward because you kind of creep forward otherwise.
You do kind of do a little bum shuffle, which is very cute, but it's not what we want right now. It might happen a little bit, but work on keeping your pelvis as neutral as possible as you switch side to side. So do another 4 for me. And this is why I started with hands behind the back, because it makes it easier to get that neutral spine. Feeling good? Now let's hold just to one side. And what I want you to do is place your hands in front of the shin. That's it, walking your hands forward a little bit more. And then if you can maybe even put your forearms down if that's available to you. You're just going to your maximum. And then you can work the rib cage a little bit by kind of leaning into one side and then the other and just sort of having a bit of a wiggle really to feel what is going on around my hip when my spine changes position. Let's do one more breath. Awesome, and then we're going to change sides to the other direction. Hello, hip. Good, bring the fingertips forward. Nice. Now, in our previous video that we used to educate you about hip tightness, we also spoke about core control. And we've actually included a lot of core exercises into various videos, A, that we've already posted on this channel, or B, that's coming very, very soon. So I'm not going to add them into this video. This is going to be a pure hip focused class, but remember those core videos do have a massive impact on the well-being of your hips. So please go and check them out. How are you feeling?
Very good. That was lovely.
Well, thank you for joining us on this video. It means so much to us that you've made the time to be here. If there's anything that felt really good in your body or any feedback you have, let us know in the comments below. And remember, hit that notification bell because there's going to be a lot of other great videos coming on the channel very soon.